If you own a cleaning business and you're confused by all of the different products that Google has to offer, then stick around and watch the rest of this video because I'm going to explain everything to you. First, there's a couple apps that your customers are probably using, and you're going to want to know about these, but I'm not going to go in depth on them. There's Google Search. Your customers are searching for things on Google. So if you own a carpet cleaning business or a house cleaning business, people are probably typing in house cleaning Cincinnati or carpet cleaning Columbus, that kind of thing on Google Search, right? They might also be using Google Maps. A lot of times customers go to Google Maps in order to search for things. So if they're looking for a cleaner, they might actually go to the Maps app instead of going to Google Search. So that's something to be aware of. And if you have a physical location, let's say somebody can drop off rugs at your location, then Google Maps might be something that you want to be aware of. YouTube is another one. People are searching for content on YouTube all the time. If you want to show up in front of customers and show them exactly who you are and what you do, YouTube is something that you want to be aware of. You can definitely reach your local market with YouTube. But the apps that I really want to talk about today are the apps that might be a little more confusing. If you own a cleaning business, you've probably heard of some of these apps. Maybe you've heard of all of them, but maybe you don't know exactly what they all do or how you should be using them in your business. So I want to go in depth on those one by one. Starting with Google Business Profile. You maybe have heard of Google Business Profile or Google My Business, GMB or GBP, right? This is your main profile on Google. So if you own a cleaning business and you want customers to find you on Google, then start by creating a Google Business Profile. This is the main profile that shows up on Google. If you have reviews on Google, that's where your reviews are going to show up. You can post photos, you can upload your logo, you can upload videos, you can upload all the information that you have about your cleaning business onto your Google Business Profile. And then you'll make yourself available for customers to find on Google Maps and Google Search when they're searching for a cleaner near them. So Google Business Profile is one of the critical profiles that you need to have. You probably already have a Google Business Profile if you've been in business for any period of time. So let's move on to the next tool that you need to be aware of, and that's Google Local Service Ads, or LSAs. Maybe you've heard of the Google Guaranteed program, or maybe you've searched on Google for carpet cleaner near me and you've seen that little carousel at the top of the screen, and every single company says Google Guaranteed underneath it. That's the Google Local Services Ads program. And if you own a cleaning business and you're wanting to get into paid advertising, you want to pay to bring in new customers, then Google Local Services Ads is a great place to start. If you already have a Google Business Profile with some reviews on it, at least 3 reviews, and as long as you have business insurance and can pass a background check, then you can get approved to run Google Local Service Ads and get that Google Guaranteed badge for your own business. So Google LSAs or Google Local Service Ads is a great program if you're interested in bringing in new customers. You pay per call in that program. I'm going to tell you about another paid program in just a second here that's very similar, but it works a little bit differently. This program you pay per click, and that's Google Ads. Google Ads is different from Local Service Ads. With the Local Service Ads program, you're going to pay per phone call. Every time somebody calls you, you're going to get charged for that phone call. It might cost you 25 bucks. It might cost you 50 bucks. It depends on what they're calling about and where you're located and a couple other factors. With Google Ads, they're going to charge you every time somebody clicks on your ad. And if they click on your ad, they're going to go to your website. A Google ad is different from a local service ad in a couple of different ways. The key way that you're going to want to be aware of is that if you're running Google Local Services Ads, a lot of those customers who are picking up the phone and calling you, they're calling you because they need that service done right now. They are hoping that you're going to pick up the phone and answer right away. You're going to give them a price and you'll be available to come do that job, hopefully within the next day or two. Local service ads really drives immediate demand, customers who need the job done right now, versus Google ads, you tend to bring in customers who want the job done, but they could potentially wait for a week for the right company to come do the job. They're on Google researching people. They're looking for the top rated cleaner, the one with the best reviews, the one that's closest to them, the one with the best before and after pictures, that kind of thing. So those customers, you don't always have to serve them immediately. Google Ads is great for long-term customers. The costs on Google Ads depend on where you're located. The cost per click can be a little bit high in the carpet cleaning industry. So you might pay upwards of $7 a click or more on Google Ads. It's okay, as long as you have a high converting website. You can convert those clicks into leads pretty easily, because most people who are searching for carpet cleaner near me, they're looking for a carpet cleaner that they can hire. Most people who are searching for a house cleaner near me, they're looking for a house cleaner that they can hire. So if you can drive that traffic to your website, and your website's designed to capture leads or drive people to call you, or maybe you have a chat bot set up, then you should be able to drive leads pretty easily with Google Ads as long as you've set it up properly. Google Analytics is another tool that you're going to want to be aware of. Google Analytics is a piece of code that you install on your site, and it tracks everybody that comes to your site and what they do. So if they call you, or if they request a quote, or if they visit a couple of pages and then bounce or leave your site, all of that information is captured by Google Analytics, and you can take a look at it and see how your site's performing. So this is really useful data if you work with a company to have your website managed or maintained. If you work with an SEO company, they probably set up Google Analytics for you, and you may be receiving some sort of reporting. Maybe you've set up Google Analytics for yourself, and maybe you have reporting coming in on a regular basis from the analytics account that you set up. That's what Google Analytics is. It's just a way to track everything that's happening on your cleaning business's website. And I highly recommend, if you don't have Google Analytics, go install it on your site today, because it's going to help you understand exactly what your visitors are doing. It's going to help you make a little bit more money as you understand whether you're actually bringing in more traffic or not, what levers you can pull in order to bring in more traffic, things like social media, paid ads, SEO. It's really going to help you understand the bigger picture. Google Tag Manager is one that you've maybe heard of. And if you haven't heard of Google Tag Manager, that's okay. This one's not 100% necessary. Google Tag Manager is a tool that Google gives us that allows us to install things like Google Analytics on your website without actually having to go in and change your website's code, right? Back in the old days, you would install that code directly on your website, and then it would start tracking what was going on your website. These days, Google's given us a really cool tool with Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is a container tag. My wife likes to say it's like a purse that you put all your other tags in. So if you want to install Google Analytics on your website, if you want to install some other tracking software, something that like screen records your visitors, or something that lets you run A/B tests, you can install all these different tracking scripts on your website through Google Tag Manager. And you don't have to go into your website to actually change the code. You can just go into Google Tag Manager and handle all of your scripts there. Now, I know that's super complicated. Most of you are probably sitting there going, what the heck are you talking about? You're probably not going to do this for yourselves. That's okay. If you're working with a competent marketing agency, they're probably going to set this up for you. We do at BookCleaningJobs. All of our clients get Google Tag Manager. That's how we deploy all the tags on their site. Keeps it very convenient. Everyone gets access, and you can access your tags and update them anytime you want. The last one I want to talk with you about is Google Search Console. And if you do any SEO or search engine optimization on your website, then you've probably heard of Google Search Console before. This is where you can go tell Google, here's my website, please put it in your search results. And by the way, here's my sitemap. And this sitemap has every single page that my website has in the sitemap. So please index all of those pages and put those on your search results too. Search Console is a place you can go do that. You can tell Google that your website exists, what pages you want Google to put on their search results, what pages you don't want them to have on your search results. It also tells you what kind of traffic is coming into your website from organic search results, where people are finding you, what they're searching for before they find your website. So if people are searching for carpet cleaning Seattle, and then they're finding your website and clicking on it a lot, now you know that the keyword carpet cleaning Seattle is valuable and that you should consider doing something to bring in more traffic on that keyword, either to increase your rankings so that you can rank higher on Google, or maybe just go over to Google Ads and run a Google Ads campaign using that keyword. So Google Search Console gives you a lot of interesting information about what's going on with your website in Google's search rankings. If you happen to ever get penalized by Google, Google says, hey, we don't like your website, we think you've done something wrong or something spammy, then Google Search Console is often where you're going to find those messages where Google says, hey, website owner, you've done something wrong and we're penalizing your website. So you'll get those notices inside of your Google Search Console as well. Very important that you have Search Console set up for your website. If you're working with a competent marketing agency, again, they will usually set up Google Search Console for you, verify your site and submit a sitemap and handle all of that stuff for you. That was a lot. If you're still with me, hit like if this video was helpful. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments and I will try to answer everybody's questions. Hit subscribe if you want to grow your cleaning business. My name is Ruben with BookCleaningJobs. If you need any help with your cleaning business at all, go to bookcleaningjobs.com. We help cleaners scale. Thanks a lot. Talk with you later.